Current versus long-term liabilities, problem 1. Refer to the following list of liability balances at December 31st, year 1. Accounts payable, $23,000. Employee health insurance payable, $450. Employee income tax payable, $1,000. Estimated warranty payable, which is due year 2, $1,600. Long-term notes payable, which is due year 5, $33,000. FICA, OASDI taxes payable, $1,460. Sales taxes payable, $570. Mortgage payable due in year 6, $12,000. Bonds payable due in year 7, $54,000. Current portion of long-term notes payable, $10,500. What is the total amount of current liabilities? This question has a lot going on, but really, current versus long-term liability problems are pretty straightforward. It's all about classification. Students love classification questions. You can just go through, learn them, and apply them as you go. So all we're going to do, the question's asking, what's the amount of current liabilities? Now, of course, for thoroughness and fullness, I'm going to also answer what the amount of long-term portion of these liability balances, what's the long-term total as well, but the question's asking for current. So we're just going to go through and classify these items as current or long-term. So the first item is accounts payable. Accounts payable, unless you were told otherwise, which is extremely rare. So basically, I'm telling you, accounts payable, always going to be current. So current liability, so we'll put CL for current liability. Long-term liability, we'll put LL. Employee health insurance payable. Pretty much all payables are like accounts payable, current liabilities, unless you're told otherwise. So taxes payable, insurance payable, FICA payable, all these things, current liabilities. Again, remember that current is due within one accounting period or less. So 1 year or less. Long term is more than 1 year. And some items can be both current and long term. So the employee health insurance payable, that's going to be a current liability. Employee income tax payable. This again, nothing specifically out there. Payables are going to be liabilities unless it's like a notes payable. Payables are liabilities. Payables are almost always current liabilities unless you're told otherwise. So estimated warranty payable, this is a good example of where you could be told when it's due beyond 1 year. Well, it's due in 2 years, and we're looking at the balance on December 31st, year 1. So it's current because you're focusing on what the date of the balance sheet is, which is December 31st, year 1, to the due year 2. Now, if this was on January 1st, year 1, and it was due December 31st, year 2, it would be long-term. So see how that can change? Next, long-term notes payable due year 5, that's going to be long-term liability, so LL. The idea there is that it's saying this is due in year 5. Now, you'll see later on it tells us the current portion because on the balance sheet, the balances, we break it up. Next, FICA, OASDI taxes payable. These are basically the employment taxes that when you think about, you've got income taxes, these are the employment tax items out there. This is going to be a current liability. Again, unless you're told otherwise, payables are going to be current liabilities, with the exception of notes payable, which you have to kind of look into that. Next, sales tax payable, it's going to be current liability. Mortgage payable due in year 6, that is a long-term liability. Bond payable due in year 7, that's a long-term liability. And then the current portion of long-term notes payable, that's a current liability. Before we conclude, I just wanted to note that you'll see the long-term notes payable due in year 5, $33,000, and the current portion of long-term notes payable, $10,500. Again, it has to be broken up that way. You could be given one line item that says, a portion of it is due in 1 year and the rest is due, after that. You could be broken up that way as well. All right, so we've got all our currents. Basically, there's only 3 long terms. There's the long-term notes payable, which is here. There's the mortgage payable, and there's the bonds payable. Everything else is the current. So when we go through and we add up all the current liabilities, which are everything except those 3 items, when we add up all those numbers together, we're going to get $38,580. Now, if you're calculating the long term, we just calculated the answer, right? The question was asking what's the current amounts, the current balance of these items. If you're doing the long term, you're just going to add together item 1, item 2, and item 3. So if we add together item 1, item 2, and item 3, we're going to get the long-term liability balance as of 12/31 year 1 for the balance sheet. So that's all you would do. You just add those 3 numbers together if you were asked for long term. So a few things to take away. Payables, other than notes payable, almost always current, unless you're told something specific like estimated warranty payable due year 2. That could be long term, so you have to really be told. The notes payable, you gotta pay attention to that. Mortgage payable, bonds payable, these are normally long term. There could be a portion that's current, but most likely long term. Corporations and other agencies that issue bonds usually do it over a long term period of time. Mortgage, usually a long term period of time. If it was a shorter period, it would be on a note, it would be on accounts payable. So keep that in mind. Again, once you go through this a few times, it's not that difficult. It's just classifying and then adding the numbers together.